What if it's too hard?
I'm gonna push through.
What if it's too rough?
I'm gonna push through.
What if it's too tough?
I'm gonna push through.
What if you're just too young?
That's not true.
What if you're not good enough?
That's not true.
Why? Because
I can do anything I put my mind to.
I believe in you.
Shut up.
Believe in yourself.
Hey, hi.
Tell me why.
We push through anything we put our minds to.
The one thing that really aggravates me the most about Game of Thrones is when they kill the fantastic creatures that they create. I don't know about y'all, but I watch Game of Thrones and I love Game of Thrones. Every season has given us 10 episodes, but for whatever odd reason, this particular season is only going to give us 7 episodes. When I was watching this and then it went to the end credits and then we got the trailer and it said on the season finale of Game of Thrones, I was like, wait a minute, aren't y'all shortchanging us? It seems like every time we get into Game of Thrones, it takes us 7 years to see another Game of Thrones. Although this last particular season, they filmed in a different time span. I think it was September into February, and then they gave us this in the summertime. I still feel like we always wait like 1,000 years to get the next season. So I'm a bit annoyed that the next episode, 7, is going to be the season finale of season 7. Beyond the Wall was a longer than usual episode, and they tend to do this when they feel that they have an important story to tell for that particular episode. But I honestly feel that it was lackluster. It was boring. It was long and I was waiting for something to happen. I know we had to get through all this huge dumbass plan of Jon Snow's to grab one of the dead and bring it blah blah blah. I mean, the plan is dumb. It really is. And I don't even know how they were able to get a raven to go that fast all the way down south. Then this episode really tried me. This entire episode, the fake polar dead bear, it just that whole process just looked really run down and cheesy and cheap. And all of these men to travel all, like, I'm thinking, how could these men find the army of the dead like that? And the army of the dead isn't even near the wall yet. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, the army of the dead is not that close, but the dude was able to run from where they found the army of the dead. I don't know, it's just, I was annoyed. I really was, because Jon Snow's plan was dumb. The Hound, putting the Hound and all of these people in danger, for what? They get out into the middle of this frozen lake, standing on top of some stone structures, and that's the only thing that's keeping them away from thousands upon thousands of dead. The Hound is the reason why the walkers are even able to realize that the lake is frozen back over, and so they start charging them. Only to have Rhaegal, Drogon, and Viserion to swoop in to save their punk asses. Now, this is when the episode really got good. Mind you, okay, let me start over real quick because I'm ranting and I'm annoyed. Littlefinger is getting on my fucking nerves. I hate the Lannisters, don't really care about them. Tyrion is annoying as shit. And I really don't know what this episode is going to give us. I mean, the season finale is going to be 80 minutes. I don't know what I'm going to do for an hour and 20 minutes. I really don't, because if it's gonna be a long drawn out, oh, we have to take sides with Cersei Lannister and we have to, like, no, kill Cersei Lannister and take over her army, and then the people that you control will go against the Night King. Like, am I wrong for thinking that? I don't think I'm wrong for thinking that. The fact that Tyrion is trying to sway Daenerys into believing, not even believing, like, Tyrion doesn't want Daenerys to believe Cersei, but Tyrion wants to rule low-key. Like, I could see Tyrion coming behind Daenerys and, like, killing her and then trying to gain rule himself. Maybe y'all are like, Wesley, that's never gonna happen. And I honestly feel that that's never gonna happen either. But Tyrion is like, he's like shisty, like, he's not, I don't know, I really don't like Tyrion. I like him for what he stands for, and I believe in what he feels the world, like the ultimate ruler that the world should have, I believe that Tyrion sees that person as someone good and sound and great. But I don't know, it's just, I don't know, like this season is okay. This season is okay. My question to you is, who do you think should take over if Daenerys dies? Who would be the rightful person? Jon Snow is already supposed to be the person because he's the male Targaryen left, really. And when are they going to even find this all out? I don't know. But who else besides Jon? And that's what Tyrion is trying to get her to realize, that if you go off and get killed, who's going to rule this world? Whatever, Tyrion, I'm not here for you. Littlefinger versus Sansa versus Arya. This whole Starks going against each other needs to stop. I'm not here for the dramatic appeal. I really don't care. Arya and Sansa need to kill Littlefinger. Arya and Sansa need to work together, period. Arya is kind of annoying because she's like, oh, well, you should have stood up, and the little one would have stood up if she was in your shoes, and you're just a scared little girl, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, Arya, you went through everything you went through, too. But Sansa doesn't have the mentality that you have, period. And she was butt raped over and over again. Like, Sansa had it the worst. I don't care what Arya's been through. I don't care if she was stabbed and chased down stone steps and all of that, and then had to deal with that assassin. I don't care about any of what Arya's gone through. Sansa has had it the worst. And honestly, I wish Sansa was in the position to learn the fighting skills that Arya does, because then I would feel like victorious, like the Starks are victorious. The Starks have gone through so much in this fucking show that it's really been hard to watch. And then we get to a season where all the Starks are together and now they're fighting. I'm not here for it. I really don't care about the dramatics and the dum 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 dum. No. Arya should already know that Sansa had to go through a lot. And Sansa should just be able to tell Arya that, because they're sisters. Regardless of whether or not they don't see eye to eye and one likes to play in dresses and one likes to wear faces. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Bring the Starks together and let them rule and reign over. Period, point blank. I just want them to find out about this Littlefinger shit. And then Sansa sending Brienne off, like, that was dumb. That made no sense. So I'm not here for this, what's happening in Winterfell. And is it just me, or is Winterfell like very dark and fucking dreary? Like, Winterfell just seems lifeless. And it sucks because it's like so much has happened with the Starks and they're still fucking losing. Like, that's the way that I see it. I see them as losing because they're fighting against each other. And the only person that's winning, and she wasn't even fucking in this episode, is Cersei. She didn't even have to say, ha, in this episode, and we're already losing Viserion because they fucking want to kill all of the fantastic creatures. Daenerys, because Viserion dies, it's like, oh, I'm here for you now, and let's fight against the Night King. Whatever, like, none of that would have happened if Jon Snow... Anyways, this episode was annoying. It really was. And I'm just waiting for everyone to realize that Littlefinger sucks. Arya and Sansa and Bronn need to come back together like they did in that last episode, which was just amazing to watch. Viserion needs to lose that death curse and come back to life. Like, if there was a way to save the dead and bring them back to life, I think that would be amazing. But because I don't want to see Rhaegal and Drogon go after Viserion, and you already know that Jon Snow is probably going to end up riding on Rhaegal. But I don't want to see Drogon and Rhaegal fight Viserion. I really don't want to see that. I just don't want to see that. And the only winner, I believe, in this whole freaking episode of a waste of my time is the Night King. He ends up with Viserion at the end. He has a dragon now. He can fly to y'all. Well, if this whole thing that's blocking them from getting over the wall, like, I don't know. Maybe that's the only reason why it's 7 episodes, because it's like, what else do they really have to talk about? What else is going to happen? They're practically at the wall. How are they going to get over the wall? Is the dragon how they're going to get over the wall? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know. I want to see this. 80 minutes of what? 80 minutes of what? What? We watched 7 episodes to see what? That's what I really want to know. Maybe you guys know. Can you help me out? in the comments below. Leave your comments below and let me know what you thought about Beyond the Wall. Because what's beyond the wall is now the Night King with the fucking dead Viserion. And I don't even care that they brought, like, first of all, where did they get those chains from? Where did they get those long ass chains from? And how do they wrap it around the dragon? Did the dead just swim in the, like, what? I don't know. Like, I'm really annoyed by this. I really am. And if they hint at Daenerys and Jon Snow fucking like Cersei and Jaime again, I'm gonna barf. This show is twisted on many levels. When Arya approached Sansa and was like, I could just wear your pretty little face. I'm like, Arya, shut up. I'm like, Sansa, smack her. Smack her. Because Sansa got her together. You were right there. What the fuck did you do? Nothing. You did nothing. You sat there as well. Oh, well, I wanted to help. Bitch, but you didn't, though. Arya, shut up. Realize that Littlefinger is jerking you off, and you don't even have a penis. Go after Littlefinger. Don't go after Sansa. Fuck out of here. Sansa has been through a lot, and I care about Sansa actually more than all of the Starks. Jon has been through a lot, too, but Jon is tough. And Jon is not even a Stark. He's half Stark. Whatever. I don't know. Y'all leave your comments. So this episode annoyed the shit out of me. Seriously.